pull a meal, and they ain't even have the goddamn bill.
Hello and welcome everybody out there on YouTube to another episode of Factual Opinions, the only place to get the correct opinion on the state of video games. And today we are taking a look at Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, which is developed by Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo in partnership with Square Enix. NT is the first time this series has come to a major console. The previous games were PSP only, and Dissidia itself is a Japanese game that featured a 3-on-3 system. Gone are the one-on-one fights and the in-depth RPG systems, and in their place the game has changed to be something completely different. Now in arcades in Japan, games like Gundam Versus and Dragon Ball Zenkai have made the format of a 2v2 or 3v3 thing commonplace over there. So this game adapts that style and gets rid of the previous game's combat systems almost entirely in terms of the player count and the mechanics beyond that. Now if you haven't played Dissidia, the combat is a bit different. You don't just do regular attacks and drain your opponent's health bar. You have what are called bravery attacks that do not do direct damage but instead build up how powerful your character's HP attack is. Landing the HP attack is the game's competitive flow, because when you land the HP attack, that's how you damage the enemy's health bar, and the character dodging, movement in the 3D space, and learning each and every character's HP attack and how to land them is definitely the complexity of Dissidia, and that's what makes the game so different. As an arcade focused game, NT does the job well. It's fast, it looks and sounds great, and outside of a bit of wonkiness with the camera and the lockout when the fights get intense, it can definitely lead to fun and good times. It has two major problems in my eyes though. The game used to have a one-on-one focus, and it had a lot of RPG mechanics to back that up, and it was really fun to take a character from nothing and build them up, take them on the road with your PSP, fight your friends' custom characters. You had multiple HP attacks at any given time, but with the change to 3v3, some of those things had to go. The game is trying to be balanced and competitive, so a lot of the RPG mechanics are stripped out. Instead of having multiple HP attacks per character, you only have one, which I missed the tactical variety and having the different attacks on hand to use at a time. Now each character has more than one HP attack, but you can only equip one at a time because of the 3v3 format. They had to kind of do something to rein in the chaos. So I understand it, I'm just not a fan of it. Offline, it does feature a couple of modes. Story mode is very weird. You have to unlock nodes, which are attained by this item called Memoria. And when you use this Memoria, you watch a cutscene, you get to the next story battle. It's a very strange system, and the storyline itself is not really well told. There's only a handful of fights and boss battles during the story mode, and as soon as you finish it, you're going to forget about it because it's just very thrown together last minute, it feels like. There's a gauntlet mode, which does allow you to have some AI teammates. You fight through a tower. Character customization is mostly stripped down to loot boxes, which you don't pay for. They give you an assortment of skins, weapon models, and music. It's all functional, but just very shallow. The online itself is the real meat of the game, and that's where all the problems come in. Because with the focus of a 3v3 format, when you hop online, you are now relying to find 5 other players to get a match going. And this can lead to bad lag because of distance, long matchmaking times, and they will put in bots to fill in the team if you're waiting for too long. However, it's really frustrating because the bots are essentially very easy, and you can't have bots in your team while you're going up against a team of 3 human players, and that is a very frustrating experience. I do like, however, that they have custom rooms where you can set up, invite friends to play, and they even allow you to fill in the teams with bots. So if you want to team up with 2 of your friends and fight against 3 bots, level up your characters offline, they do have that mode and it works perfectly fine. Credit to them, because the dwindling player base kind of makes that a necessity at this point. I understand the change of format and the roots of the arcade game. I understand it. I don't hate the gameplay itself or the format. My problem with this game is that they stripped out all the choice. If they allowed for one-on-one, if they allowed for 2v2, kept all the RPG mechanics in the PSP games, and just kept the versatility in combat, allowing for multiple HP attacks at a time, I feel like Dissidia NT could have been a very strong package. Instead, removing a lot of those mechanics and getting rid of the in-depth RPG mechanics for a fighting game that's based on the most popular RPG of all time, it seems kind of weird, and I miss all those modes and the content and the joy of building a character up from nothing that the previous games had. Dissidia NT, it's perfectly functional, it's very pretty, and it's well balanced, but it needs a good online community, and with that one, it doesn't have much to dig into. 3 out of 5. I really wish to go back to this game, and hopefully they add more to it. But as it is right now, I just can't recommend it for the long run, especially at a full price. 3 out of 5. Hope you liked my factual opinion, and I'll see you guys next time.